Hello everybody, I am Lalita. I have created this channel with the name of Let's Learn and Grow Together with Lalita. And I welcome you all on my channel and thank you for supporting me. And if you like my videos, please like, share and subscribe my videos. And now come to the topic. Today's topic is how we can learn English in a better way or not putting any extra effort, because nowadays English is the need of the hour, because we are living in this era where we are connected to the people globally. So it's very important to have a knowledge of this language. But why we are facing difficulty while learning English or while speaking in English, especially because this language is not our mother tongue. And if anybody will come to me and he will say, or he will ask me, you know another language except your mother tongue, so obviously I will also feel difficult to speak in that language. But here I am just focusing, or I am just putting emphasis on English language, because this language is becoming demanded more and more with the time. So today I will talk about how we can learn English in a natural way without putting any extra effort, because I have seen so many people, they don't have time. They told me, ma'am, I don't have time, so how can I learn in a limited time, whatever time I have? So today I am going to tell about the strategy or about the tricks or the tips which you can use if you want to learn English language or if you want to become fluent in English. Learning a language is not a rocket science. But for learning language, we have to engross ourselves into this language. For that, I will just take an example so that you can get the idea what I am trying to say. Imagine what happened when a child borns. The moment the child borns, so immediately after taking birth, the child he did not speak, or he cannot speak a single word. But with the time in his family, when the child lives in his or her family, so gradually till 2 years, the child just listen the language. The child is getting exposure the language which he is listening in his or her surrounding. The child is putting not any extra effort or not putting conscious effort. Unconsciously, the child is learning the language, or not learning even, because the child doesn't aware he is learning the language. He is just listening the language which he is listening in his or her surrounding. And after 2 years, what the child does? He just start to speak with a word or with a letter, and then gradually comes word, then gradually comes sentences, and the journey begins. So same, we can learn this language like a child. What we can do, the first thing or the first initial step, or I can say the stepping stone, is that whenever we get time, or what we can do, if you are a working professional, or if you are a homemaker, or if you are a student, or whatever you are doing, what you can do, there are a lot of things to listen. So you can listen according to your interest area. Some people, they like podcast, but for some people, if you are not getting benefit with that, and if you are feeling no podcast is not my cup of tea, so you can choose the things, or you can choose any storybooks, you can choose conversational videos, or you can choose daily related stories, or you can listen anyone. But you have to keep the things in your mind. The person whom you are listening, it should be understandable for you, because that is very important. Sometimes what happens, we are listening, but it's not active listening. Because I have also seen, even it happens with me. Suppose when I was doing, still even I do, whenever I do my household chores, so just I take a headphone, and I just take a headphone, I just put it in my ear, and a earphone, and I'm talking about the earphone, and I just put it on my ear, and I start to speak any, and I start to listen. I start to listen any podcast or stories, and most of the time I listen. Sometimes I listen to myself, the videos which I create, or anything which just randomly comes through the video in front of me. So if I get, because now I can understand very well, or even I can speak because of that practice. But here I'm just talking about the listening skills, ki why listening is important till 2 year, because the child listen till 2 years. So same like that, you can also start whenever you get time, and how much you can listen. Please listen. If you cannot listen actively, you can listen passively. Whenever you are going for a walk, or whenever you are preparing something in the kitchen, when you are preparing your breakfast, or when you are doing your household chores, or when you are going somewhere in the bus, or so in that way you can utilize your time. And every time we cannot be cautious, every time we cannot listen actively, but passive listening also helps us. So this is the basic step, or first step. So whenever you get time, just listen. And after listening, what happened, the language is just going to your mind, because you are listening, and through your ear the language is going in your mind, or in your subconscious mind. And gradually, for speaking, if you are not interested in, or if you are not doing reading or writing, so don't bother about that in starting. Just listen, and but try to speak, because for speaking we have to speak. Either we are making mistake, and it's very natural, because this, as I already mentioned, this language is not our mother tongue. So it's very natural to making a mistake while speaking. So don't be bother about that. And if you are not comfortable, what you can do after listening, suppose whatever you are listening, after listening, you can repeat, or you can record yourself in front. You can just take your phone and just start speaking in front of the camera, and don't share it with the people. If you are not comfortable, you can just listen to your voice. It will help you a lot. And after listening, when you are listening, so try to speak same words, the same thing, whatever you are listening. Just take a camera, and in starting, if you are not feeling comfortable with the video, so you can, what you can do, you can just listen, and you can record yourself on through audio call. You can start a recorder, take your phone and start recording, and speak, and just record. Then listen where you are making mistakes. You can compare your video with that video. And listening one video 10 times will help you, instead of listening 10 videos, because the word, or the vocabulary, or the sentence formation, if you are learning, or if you are listening the same thing again and again, so it will boost your confidence. So don't do that. Don't listen 10 videos. Instead of that, you can just listen one video, and you can choose the video according to your level, or according to your interest area. Means the video should be understandable for you. And then start speaking. And in starting, if you are not comfortable to talk with other people, please talk to yourself. Do soliloquy. Soliloquy means talking to yourself. Either you can stand in front of the mirror, you can speak to yourself, or you can speak in front of your camera, or you can take your phone, you can record yourself. So this is the best way. And after that, how much time you have to just engross yourself into the language. How much we will engrossing ourselves into the language, we will become more confident while speaking. It takes time. Sometimes it takes donkey years or it takes month of Sundays to learn this language. But for starting, you can start today. Even at this moment, you can start and start with the things listening and speaking. Listening and speaking. These are the very important skills. If anybody wants to become a fluent speaker or they want to speak in English, so listening will help you a lot. And even if I say 60% or even more than 70% listening can help you. But how much you are listening, it's very important, because listening is a when we are listening, so we are listening and we are just consuming the language. But what about producing? Through listening, we are just consuming, and through speaking, we are just producing. It's an output. Firstly, we are taking input, then we are giving output. So these are the two skills. If you will use in that manner, so you can become fluent as soon as possible. And after that, exposure is very important. How much you can expose yourself and how much you can engross yourself into the language through reading, through writing, through stories, after talking to the people, and not even people, just try to speak with yourself with the basic words. Take a pen and start to speak about that. Take a pencil, start to speak about that. Or anything which with your comfortable, and speak if anyone in your family, because they will never judge you. You can speak to your kids or anyone in your family. Even you can speak to your child, because the child is not judging you. And gradually you will become confident with this language. Hope you get the idea with this video. And if you are facing any kind of difficulty while speaking or while learning this language, so you can write me in the comment section. I will love to read your comment and I will reply you. And if you need any help, and if you are feeling if you are feeling like I'm stucking at a certain level, or if you have any doubt, any query, so you can ask me in the comment section. I will love to read your comment and reply. Thank you. Keep learning and subscribe for more such kind of videos.